This is Sai Fanindra from SQL School, assuring you complete practice orientation from the basics, from the start, right from the very basics of Azure fundamentals. In our 7 weeks lengthy data engineering course, I said lengthy, 7 weeks classes and additional 2 to 3 weeks you need to work on the project. So total you have to invest at least 2 to 2.5 months with day-wise assignments, daily class notes, day-wise assignments, and use case scenarios we need to solve during the weekends, so that we are slowly ready for the project towards the end for our resume. I am there to provide you the solution for every activity, including the project solution, explanation, and project FAQs, like our daily challenges, kind of requirements, kind of takeaways, process, everything. But need your support, on time practice required. We are into box number 4, core data engineering. Let's understand. And one more thing before we start with the black box number 4, one thing, prerequisites. Make sure you revise Microsoft SQL Server. Any version is okay, 2016 or 17 or 19 or 2022, any version. Yellow box SQL Server T-SQL queries, please revise, especially on the screen. Of course, basics, concepts, design activities should be common everywhere. More importantly, normal forms, joins, group by concepts, please revise them in transact SQL queries. Add-on, optional add-on, if you have knowledge on, if we have basics knowledge on procedure, functions, triggers, and transactions with lock-ins, it would be more useful. And in our core engineering, what we do, we are going to learn 14 different components. Azure fundamentals to Azure SQL database. This will be an extension of the yellow box. SQL pool. It is nothing but a data warehouse. We have Azure Data Factory for ETL orchestrations. Something called Synapse Analytics. Storage and Data Lake ADLS. Microsoft Entra. In olden days, we used to call it Active Directory. Now it is called Microsoft Entra, MEIDs. Databricks for ETL and storage, Python, whatever is required for data engineering job roles, we will be discussing in box 4 itself. If anyone looking for more on Python, they may opt for box 6, dedicated 1 month course. Every example of box 6 you can implement in box 4, but not the vice versa. Whatever you do in 4, we cannot do it in 6. No, but whatever we do in 6, we can do it in 4. So 6 would be optional add-on if you are looking for more on Python. Usually number 4, these Python examples, there are more than 15 examples on Python in box 4. That should be enough. In box 6, yes, you have more than 300 plus examples. Box 4 should be fine at the starter level towards engineering activities for Python. Once you join the project, once you join your new project, new company, new assignment, If your job really demands more on Python, then you may opt for this course. It's up to you anyway, based on your plan. We have something called PySpark, Scala, key vaults security items, live data ingestion called Azure Stream Analytics, Logic Apps, and though it is not mentioned here, we have something called ARM templates, deployments, notifications, action groups, etc. Detailed course curriculum to be provided on email, or you may also go to our website sqlschool.com and you find it there. Let's concentrate on box 4. So here the main key takeaway of Azure Data Engineering paired with either Power BI or Python Analytics or ETL admin, any one for your resume plan. Out of these, preferred pairing would be data engineer with Power BI. This one back 4 and 5, this arrow mark. There is a dedicated certification for 1, 4, 5 combination. I repeat, dedicated certification from Microsoft for data engineer, backend big data, Power BI front-end analytics visualizations, and recently AI. And what are those certifications? Yes, the applicable certifications. You have core data engineer, core data engineer one certification, and data engineer with SQL and Power BI we have other certification. And here are the numbers. DP203 for core engineering, DP500 for all three together, for SQL plus engineering plus Power BI, all three together. Starter profiles, one is enough. Experience profiles, plan for the second better. You may plan directly the second one, or you may plan first and then second. It's up to you. To get into DP500, DP203 is not a prerequisite. And here it is. Only engineering one certification, DP203. Only Power BI other certification, PL300. Combination you see DP500. Choice yours, how you plan your resume carefully without any compromise. And what we learn in our lengthy data engineering course. We'll start from fundamentals, step into database, pools, nothing but warehouse, storage, small and big data storage, streaming, live streaming data. We have examples for live temperature tracking, or IoT, we call Internet of Things, IoT hubs, to perform any kind of data ingestion activities. We have stream analytics, Databricks for ETL, Data Factory for ETL, Synapse Analytics for ETL and storage. And security items like key vaults, Active Directory, nothing but Microsoft Entra, Internet of Things, IoT, event hubs, monitoring resource managers, migrations, on-prem ETL, cloud ETL, notebooks, PySpark, and so on. Detailed curriculum to be downloaded from our website, or during the time of inquiry, you'd be receiving it in a PDF format. If possible, take a print copy of the complete curriculum chapter wise. so that we'll get some idea what we are going to learn. The entire data engineering journey is into 4 different parts: Data Factory, Databricks, Data Lake, and Stream Analytics. 4 important items merged together, working together. We are going to implement a project. And the project workflow would be like this. We'll start with unstructured data and end with a Power BI report. In between, data mashup, staging, modeling activities. I'm keeping in mind SQL, Data Engineer, Power BI, this item. So let's understand more about our actual data engineering course. What are the components available and what we are going to learn? Here it is. To make it simple and straight, to make it simple and straight, let's get it onto my screen. Here it is. As a data engineer, here is our actual notes. We are responsible for big data storage and ETL, extract, transform, and load. Not only is big data storage and ETL, we are also responsible for optimizations and security. Here comes storage components. Here comes something called storage components, ETL components. Let's understand slowly step by step. I repeat again. What is that? We are talking about data engineering activities. In our classes, we'll do ETL and big data storage. We are going to focus more on data factory and Synapse Analytics. In this process, we have ADLS, Data Lake Storage and IoT, Databricks, Spark, Python and PySpark concepts for end-to-end implementation with Logic Apps. Logic Apps and all these components are part of DP203 plus Power BI is equal to DP500. Now, to step into these concepts, to step into these items, we have the main major simple definition of cloud. What is cloud? Yes, a remote storage platform. One such cloud from Microsoft called Azure on my screen now. Cloud, a platform to virtually store any type of data or applications. Azure, a cloud solution from Microsoft, cheaper, easy to use, support any type of data. I was showing you multiple components here. Let's understand the main major components and their definitions now. As a data engineer, we are more into storage and ETL plus security and optimizations. So we need to slowly step into fundamentals first, step by step. Then step into storage components. Then comes ETL components, end-to-end implementation with Azure Purview and Logic Apps. Now, fundamentals. We are going to work with Azure SQL databases, firewall, Active Directory and metrics. 4 important storage components: Azure Storage to store small and big data, Data Lake Storage for faster, more secured, costly storage. I invest more cost, I can expect more, right? Put more, get more. That's a concept in cloud always. More we invest, more takeaways we have from cloud. There are free storage items as well and cheaper storage items, but more reliable 24/7 availability secured storage. We have Data Lake, Spark databases, open source, and Synapse SQL pool, Microsoft specific, Microsoft product for storage and big data analytics. So 5 and 6 are for file store, FILE, file store. 7 and 8 are into database and table store. Next, ETL components. Azure Data Factory, 100% GUI, easy ETL. Azure Databricks, script. We have something called notebooks. In our classes, you'll understand something called Pandas, Jupyter notebooks. And we have a combination of 9 and 10 called Synapse Analytics. Pipeline interface plus notebook interface combined together with Transact SQL scripts. No programming, it's all about scripting, regular select statements and copy into statements. There we learn something called Lake House. Stream analytics for live real-time data capture and data processing activities, IoT hubs and event hubs. With end-to-end implementation of storage components, ETL components with real-time project. Now what we are going to learn in our project, what we are going to do, we'll take there in another 2 to 3 minutes. Guidance for DP203 completely part of this course. DP500 partially. You want to have complete, then Power BI would be an add-on, take additional takeaway. This core data engineering, we have 7 weeks from my end, and additional 1 or 2 weeks you need to invest for the project work in case you would like to have it in your resume. 3 schedules, 7, 11 and 7 p.m. 7 a.m., 11 a.m. and 7 p.m. You can choose any one. Or you may opt for the self-paced on-demand videos, same as live, any one you choose. Prerequisites. Windows 8 or higher is required. Now the question why? It's cloud. Yes, no doubt, it's cloud. Then why we require Windows 8? In our classes, we'll start with Data Factory and Synapse Analytics. And first 3 classes, we need to do certain installations like integration runtime, IR tools, migration tool. IR and migration tool, in addition to SQL Server and Management Studio, these are supported on Windows 8 or higher. IR tool as on date do not have Mac or Linux installation, but that is very much required to continue our concepts with respect to pipelines. So we need to download, install the IR tool. For every example, you have the transcripts like this. For every example. So complete transcript step by step notes I will take care. On time practice, I request you to take care. And every concept there would be assignments for every concept from scratch, right from the basics to monitoring incremental loads, change data capture, parameterization, and serverless pools, Apache pools, security, optimizations, etc. There are 14 levels of optimizations we need to learn, tuning activities, and we are getting ready for our job work, right? So I need your support, good amount of practice required from your end. Spend at least minimum 1 hour every day. Assignments you may submit by weekend, but on time practice is very much required. Every concept from scratch, step by step. We'll go very slowly, step by step. Simple, easy to understand steps, but on time practice required. And final part. I was talking about certifications. DP203 component 1 to 11. That is DP203 certification, DP203. DP500 1 to 13 plus Logic Apps, part of our project solution, and Azure Purview. Azure Logic Apps, Azure Purview, part of our project solution, part of your DP500 as well. With this information, now what we are learning so far, for last 25 minutes, 20 to 25 minutes, we are learning, we are understanding what we are going to get into our course, what we are going to get in our course. Remember once again, main course of the Thali, the Azure Data Engineer Thali, the main course is Data Factory and Synapse Analytics. And the supporting side dish, Data Lake and Storage, Databricks and PySpark, left and right. And request you to take a screenshot of this. I shall be sending on email during the very first technical class as well. I'll be sending the day-wise notes material. First technical class, you get this screenshot as well, very next class. And make sure we get it documented. We carefully follow the same order step by step. SQL concepts, revise queries, joins, group by, enough. We need not have professional programming experience, not required, but SQL basics are very much required to step into the detailed step by step data engineering classes. Next, what if someone is new to SQL? Please start with SQL first. Please start with SQL first. Then step into data engineering next. Here are the schedules. We have 6 a.m., 8 a.m., and we have 9 a.m., 8 and 9 p.m. 5 schedules we have for SQL, 3 schedules for engineering, and 3 more for Power BI. You may refer to our website sqlschool.com, or let us know, contact our team or contact me directly, and we can provide you the schedules for SQL. If in case you are looking to learn from the scratch or a retake on SQL, a refresher on SQL, it's up to you. We are comfortable on SQL Server, T-SQL basics, constraints and joins. You can right away go for data engineering. Any further questions, clarifications, do let us know. Glad to assist you further. We assure you once again, complete step-by-step practice classes from scratch. Number one, on-time practice or on-time reference to the notes on a day-to-day basis, practice every day or by ensuing weekend, respective weekend. Complete all the tasks concept-wise. This way, we can have more useful, easier, and a valuable project for our resume. Thank you so much. Have a nice time and see you soon in our actual live class. Thank you so much once again. Great day ahead. Thank you so much.